Sometimes in sales, the person you've got to sell is yourself. So I've got a client, great potential, good lead flow, company's got a good, strong brand, and he was just getting a rough patch. He hadn't made any deals for a month. He'd kind of been messed around by his management, giving him bad advice. But then we sat down and I was able to tell him that everybody who's managed to survive in sales has been through exactly the same thing, and reminded him that he's got a support network. He's got me, he's got people that we both know. And, I can categorically say that everyone that he knows that I know have all gone through the process of really struggling. And it's just a case you just got to keep knocking on the door. And so we had that chat. And he was coming from a place whereby he was getting onto calls and he just was like, this isn't going to close. Why should this close? And it was all up there. But then, he took some great action and he started writing on his laptop screen, like, what would the guy doing 50k do? Like, what were the things he would say? Because at the end of the day, the people who are hopping onto that call, he had every entitlement to be an extension of the really successful influencer. But he wasn't in that headspace. And when he changed and he started acting as if, bang, all of a sudden he makes 3 sales within the first week. So that's the first thing, is that we need to act as if, because nothing's set in stone and we can dictate outcomes just by who we show up with into the engagement, into the conversation, onto the call. You need to remember that. And nextly, it's like, if you're pissed off, if you're angry, if you're frustrated, own it. That's fine. It's not about burying your feelings. It's not about, kind of hiding them away or anything like that. It's about dealing with them and being with them, but realize that if you need to, there is an opportunity to step back from them, and they have their place. But right there in the moment on the call, you need to step out of it and remember who you are. Remember who is that person who's having that conversation. Yeah, and you can step back into dealing with your negative emotions and things like that and processing them, and compartmentalizing them and working through them. It's not about denying them, but right there in the moment when the prospect needs you, when you need yourself to perform, think that you have a choice. You have a choice because nothing is set in stone in that moment.